On July 1st, 1863, the Battle of Gettysburg had begun, but it's not the only fighting going on in south central PA as Carlisle faced fire from Confederate cannons. As we learned from the Battle of Sporting Hill, Confederate General Ewell leaves Cumberland County after receiving orders to head to Gettysburg. But for some that wore the gray, a place like Carlisle is part of their past, with some having been stationed at the barracks.
Ewell went there. Iverson, Iverson's fame at Gettysburg. There was Confederate officers that went to school there. In fact, the one saved Dixon College from being burnt down. So now let's go, don't do that.
Even with a sentimental attachment to the area, the Confederates knew they had a job to do.
They wanted to mess up the canals, the 4 railroads that used Harrisburg as their hub. So this area has always been the keystone of the Keystone State when it comes to transportation. I mean, you bring the western states into Harrisburg, they go to war. Northeast comes into Harrisburg, they filter down in the north. There's 4 rail lines.
Once the rebels leave for Gettysburg, Union General William Baldy Smith brings some Pennsylvania and volunteer militia, as well as New York National Guard, to reclaim Carlisle.
They were happy. They thought we're going to be saved, and hurrah, hurrah. And then all of a sudden, here comes Jeb Stuart. He's done in Hanover. He comes up to Dillsburg and leaves a third of his men behind Baker's restaurant.
Stuart, who we heard about at the Battle of Hanover, is still trying to find the other Confederates.
He fought a skirmish at Rockville, Maryland. He captured 175 Union supply wagons, kept most of them, and started dragging them into this area. Fought another battle he didn't expect at Westminster, Maryland on June 29th. That delayed him further. And then he runs smack into Kilpatrick's men who are enjoying their pretzels and beer at Hanover, and initiates yet another battle he didn't expect.
Stuart's arrival in Carlisle on July 1st isn't any better.
The New York National Guard that's lining at Latort Creek at Wise Market. National Guard units from New York and Pennsylvania militia units had gray uniforms. They didn't know there was going to be a civil war, so he thought they were Ewell's men along the creek at Wise Market. He went over to start talking to him, and he got shot at. He almost got killed in Carlisle.
Wanting to avoid another battle to save some time to find his army, Stuart sent in a representative under a flag of truce. Baldy Smith declined, saying, "Shell away and be damned." The Union set up guns in town. It's a matchup of inexperienced federal troops against a group of beyond tired Confederates.
See, the guys that fought out on Carlisle Pike at Sporting Hill walked all the way to Carlisle. So when they got to Carlisle, they were dead. They just laid in the street sleeping.
Rebel shelling begins. After a while, Stuart sends in another messenger, but again is declined. Shelling begins again. The roof of St. John's Episcopal was hit, sending debris across the street and onto the churchyard of First Presbyterian. The Cumberland County Courthouse was also hit by General Fitzhugh Lee's artillery. The scar is known around Carlisle as Lee's calling cards. Many of the buildings in the Carlisle barracks are burned.
There's 135 shells, and I think a lot of it was solid shot because there wasn't like destruction of buildings. They were just getting hit with solid shot to scare people, knock stuff down. But that's a Jeb was in there the night of the 1st, and he was getting ready to go in. That's when he said, they finally found him to get to Gettysburg.
The action does draw the attention to Confederates in the region who are finally able to connect with Stuart, who has missed the first day of the Battle of Gettysburg and would miss most of the second. You can see extended interviews on the Battle of Carlisle right now on Fox43.com. And coming up tomorrow, we're fast forwarding to after the Battle of Gettysburg, where the Battle of Monterey Pass covers 4 counties and 2 states.